Hey guys, we are in New York City starting out an epic 27-day train journey all over the United States. So get ready to hop on the rails with us as we tour the US. In today's video, we bring you along as we crisscross the country via train. We'll ride 9 trains and visit 8 cities in 27 days. Come along as we visit Chicago, San Francisco, LA, back to Chicago, Seattle. We hop over to Alaska for 2 train rides, then we fly to LA before we ride a train to New Orleans and end our journey in Chicago. So we'll start in New York City, where we board the Lakeshore Limited to Chicago. From there, we board the famed California Zephyr to San Francisco, and then onto some beautiful scenery on board the Starlight to LA. From LA, we board the Southwest Chief back to Chicago. And then we'll head to the Pacific Northwest on the Empire Builder. We trade in trains for planes as we fly to Alaska to ride the Glacier Discovery and the Denali Star. We fly to LA, where we board the train on the southernmost route, the Sunset Limited, and then we'll finish our train back in Chicago on the City of New Orleans train. So let's get this trip started as we finish exploring around New York City and we get ready to board the Lakeshore Limited. Okay, so I took a peek out the window and I can see that we are passing the Hudson River, but it's on the other side of our room. So here's the thing, is that normally you would head to the observation car, but the Lakeshore Limited does not have an observation car. And although we have pretty views off of this side, I really do want to see the Hudson. So let's take the camera out into the hallway and I'll show you where you can watch out the other side. So one of the things that Amtrak has updated is the bedding for the linens for the beds. So this is the new design. So you know you've got the new style bedding. You've got these lines here. That tells you you've got the new bedding. So these are the pillows, and they're actually a little bit fluffier than they were before. They were smaller and just kind of felt a little bit emptier. So these feel a little bit sturdier than the ones before. And then the other thing is these blankets, and oh my goodness, so they come sealed like this. And no, you cannot keep these, but they come sealed like this. And let's see how we can break into this. These are absolutely amazing. And before, what they had was a blanket that was more like the airline style, you know, like that little thin kind of flannel type thing, you know, when you do like an overseas trip, a long haul trip, you get those blankets. So this is more like a comforter type thing, and it is incredible. It's so soft. I don't know if you can see how that goes, like, you know, against the grain. And then on the inside it's more like this. I like to use it with this side on my body because it just feels so soft. It's almost like when you have like a stuffed animal. So This is really nice. I love these. It just keeps you warmer. Now, if you do tend to get warm and you don't want to use this, there is a thin sheet, just like a top sheet on the bed as well. So you can use that, and of course you don't have to use anything. But if you get cold like me, you're gonna want to use something like this. And these are so comfortable. You are gonna love them. So let's take a look at what our menu options are. It is flexible dining, and we've got 5 different entrees to choose from for dinner. We've got the slow braised beef short ribs, enchiladas, chicken a la rosa, sesame glazed salmon, and pasta and meatballs. And we also have our beverages here. You do have unlimited like soft drinks and juices and water, and then you each get 1 alcoholic beverage per person per ride.
And there is a train next to us, another Amtrak train. They're stuck here too, waiting for this accident to get cleared up ahead of us. And apparently the line is so long in the cafe over there that people are jumping off of that train, coming into our train to the dining car and trying to get beverages from the staff here. So they had a pretty good laugh about that. But we are some of the only people in here. There's only a few people in the dining car here for us. So we are just having a nice dinner and enjoying that, there's a little bit of a view of the lake, but not much. And hopefully we'll get back rolling here pretty soon. Okay, Allie is asleep and it is getting pretty late, so I'm gonna go to bed too. We're still a little jet lagged from our Italy trip, so it's time to turn these lights off and get ready to go to sleep, and we will see you tomorrow at breakfast. Good night.
Well, good morning. We slept quite well. Looks like we made up a little bit of time last night, but we're still running a little bit late. But it is breakfast time. We are in Toledo, Ohio here, stopped for a few moments, and we've got our breakfast. I'm having the 3-egg omelet, and it's got some veggies and cheese inside. Comes with sausage and some potatoes, and I've had this before and it is quite tasty. And then we've got the flexible dining railroad French toast, and it comes with bacon, and that bacon looks good because it's nice and crispy. I love crispy bacon. So we're gonna dig into this and enjoy it, and then start to enjoy some of these views as we start arriving into Chicago here in the next few hours.
Alright, made it to Chicago. We are walking to our hotel, which is the Hampton Inn River North, and usually we stay closer to Union Station, but this week we're going to visit our son, and he lives a little bit north, so we are walking up there. It's about a mile, so we're going to walk up there now and see what this hotel is like. Alright, Hampton Inn River North. We're in the room. It's Chicago, so it's not going to be a huge room, but it's a nice room, and we are right by the river. Great location. This is what it looks like. Big bed here, Little desk area over here, and a bathroom in there. That's about it. We're gonna go out and try to find some food and walk around the city a little bit. We got our jackets on. It is cold here in Chicago still. It's May, but it's cold. And it's time for dinner, so we have a choice. We've got about 5 places to choose from. We've got Portillo's, hot dogs, Giordano's, Al's Beef, Gino's East Pizza, and Lou Malnati's Pizza.
Ooh, boy.
So I know which one I want. I think on the count of 3, we should both say which one we want. Hope it's the same one.
Okay.
So, do you know what you want?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Al's Beef. Ah!
Al's Beef it is, unanimous. So let us know if that would have been your choice and if that would have been unanimous at your house. So we're going to Al's Beef. Gonna get some beef.
Hey guys, we are here in Chicago's Union Station getting ready to hop on the California Zephyr and headed all the way over to Emeryville in California. Thank you.
All right, we have boarded the California Zephyr in Chicago and we are just about to take off. We are upstairs. This is a Superliner train and we are in room 2. Now we've already done a little looking. We think the train is heading that way. And so we are going to be looking out the right side, which will be the north side. That is not the ideal side. So when we get to Colorado, we may have to go to the observation car or the dining car. We'll see how that works out. But we're excited to be up high in room 2 and ready to go.
Okay, this is our very first fresh air break. We are in Galesburg, Illinois, just a few hours from having left Chicago on the California Zephyr. We also, before we got off the train, we ordered our dinner because we're gonna eat in our train car tonight in our room. So I'm excited about that, looking forward to dinner. We'll share that with you guys in just a few minutes.
We are coming up on Burlington, Iowa right now, and the cool thing about this station is it is right across the Mississippi River. So in just a few minutes the train will be going over the Mississippi, and we should have a pretty good view from this side of the train.
Okay, we are ready for dinner here, and as I mentioned earlier, we're gonna have it here in our room and just enjoy the evening from here. Other meals we'll have in the dining car, and that's the nice thing is you can always make a choice as to where you want to eat your food. If you want to enjoy it in your room, you don't feel like going to the dining car, you don't have to go, or if you want to go, then you can. So here is what we have. I'm having the lobster crab cake, and I've had this before, and I will not lie to you, it is quite delicious. For my main meal, I'm having the salmon with some rice and some veggies, and that looks really good too. I've had that one before. It's been a little while since I've had it, so I'm super excited about that. And then my absolute favorite is carrot cake, and Amtrak's carrot cake meets and exceeds my expectations of what a carrot cake should be like, so I'm having that. Now Rob, and this may come as a huge surprise, is having meat and potatoes. So this is the signature flat iron steak, and he's got some green beans and carrots, which I'm pretty sure he'll share most of with me, and then he's got a baked potato with his. For his dessert, I did this in backwards order, he's getting the green chili tamale, and then for dessert he's got the chocolate torte. This is actually his first time actually eating the chocolate torte, as we have tried to get it numerous times and have not succeeded, and we finally got it, so yay, he's gonna be excited to eat that. And then we've got our drinks. You do get one alcoholic beverage per person per ride, so it's not every single day, and you do have to consume it or get it at dinner. You can't get it at breakfast or lunch. So there's that, and then of course you can have water and any other soft drinks that you like. So we're gonna dig in here. I'm gonna dig into this lobster crab cake because I'm super excited about it.
And I'm excited about everything I got, but the other cool thing is we are about to cross the Mississippi River, so we're gonna be eating while we go over the river, and that is gonna be really cool as well.
Ottumwa, Iowa. That is where we are stopped here. There's a crew change. I just like to say Ottumwa, Iowa. We always get off here. The last time we rode this train and we stopped here, some boys ordered a pizza, or like a bunch of pizzas. It was kind of funny. Ordered some pizzas, and they picked them up here met the delivery driver here at the station and had some pizzas, so that was kind of funny. But this is a nice break you get, because there is a full crew change, and you got a few minutes to walk up and down the platform here, which is nice. Stretch your legs, get some fresh air before we head to Nebraska.
It is about 11:30 at night, and end of day one is here. Ellie is already asleep, and I'm about to go to bed. I think everyone in our car is asleep. Don't hear any noise, but tomorrow is the big day, so everyone's sleeping because we get to Denver at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And once we leave there at about 8 o'clock, that's when the beautiful scenery starts. We go through all the canyons of Colorado. So I'm about to go to sleep so I can be up for that. So lights out and good night.
Well, we went to sleep in somewhere in the middle of Nebraska, woke up here in Denver. We're at Denver Union Station. We have about a half-hour fresh air smoke break here, so we're gonna walk around the platform a little bit, and then I think we're gonna go inside and grab some breakfast.
3 varieties of juice, 2% milk, and of course fresh, hot, delicious coffee. Already on my 4th pot of coffee this morning. It's very busy this morning. I'm also serving my entire lounge car menu. My next announcement, I'll be heading to breakfast. Right now I'm open and serving. We're in the lower level.
Goodness, so we're about to enter the canyons, and as you can see out the window here, we are in a driving snowstorm. We've done this ride multiple times, and this is the first time we've had this much snow coming down. It's actually starting to stick to the ground up here, so we're gonna stay here and kind of enjoy this. It's gonna be a little bit different view for us this time around.
We are having a special day here today on the California Zephyr. It's a snowstorm. The tracks are covered in snow. It is just beautiful. It is crazy that this is May and it looks like this. What a treat. The further we go, the more snow there is. We're going up higher. Pretty soon we'll be to one of the highest points, but there's just tons of snow up here, and this is amazing. I can't wait till it stops so we can go outside and play around in the snow for a little bit. This is Fraser Winter Park, which I think is the highest elevation station of all the Amtrak stations, and it is cold. It is snowy, and I unfortunately still have my flip-flops on because it was warmer when we left. So it's been a while since we've had snow, so I'm gonna see if Allie still remembers how to throw a snowball. I'm not sure she does. She's from Florida, so I'm gonna let her throw one at the camera and see if she can hit it. Let's see how she does. Here, hold this while I make you a snowball.
Okay.
Oh, that's good packing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, that's actually probably like an ice ball. So, all right, see if you can hit the camera. Oh, hold on, my flip-flop camera. Okay, see if you can hit the camera with it. All right, she did hit it. That was pretty good. Don't get in a snowball fight with her.
I guess I had good aim.
Yeah,
ish.
she did pretty well. So we got about 10 minutes here, I think. Beautiful scenery here. It looks just so amazing.
Nice. It's cold, but it's not as cold as I thought it was going to be.
And next up, we're getting ready to head into the canyons, so that's going to be even more amazing. We never imagined we'd have snow on this trip when we left New York. So
there we go.
I think we still have. Yeah. Okay. Now I think we got it clean for the rest of the trip.
I get giddy up here. There's a road. I think this is the road.
Looks like Badlands.
Yeah. Underwhelming.
That's Apple Wheels. So we've made a stop here in Glenwood Springs after all the pretty stuff, unloading and loading some people here. So we came out here. It's another fresh air break, and it's always good to enjoy. However, I'm wearing this cardigan. Should have worn my jacket. It's a little bit cool out here, but it is nice to get the fresh air.
Good morning, day 3, and we are going through Nevada, which is very pretty to wake up to. There's like some salt flats out there, and I just love this landscape. So we ordered our breakfast to have in the room this morning, and I got the scrambled eggs and bacon and potatoes. Now, I've never had the scrambled eggs for breakfast here, but I'm wondering if they're like real scrambled eggs or like powdered ones. You can tell pretty easily what they are, so I'm gonna try to eat some here and see what these are like. Those are good. I'm pretty sure those are real. You would be able to tell if it was like, you know, camp eggs when you're a kid. Those are not good. So this is the real deal. I like these, recommended, and I just felt like this over an omelet today, so that's what I got.
Okay, we woke up here last day, arrival day. We are in Reno, Nevada for a fresh air break. Walking around the platform here for just a few minutes. We'll get back on, continue to enjoy the views through Nevada and into, we'll be going over Donner Pass today as well. So there's still good views today to look at. So make sure to stay here because I've got some great views of Donner Pass coming up soon. We had a little bit of a delay, as you heard Rob telling you, but we did make it to Sacramento. We got just a couple minutes here, so we're gonna do a quick lap around the platform, jump back up on the train, and we'll be ready to roll into Emeryville in about an hour-ish, I think.
We made it to Emeryville. What an incredible journey. Can't believe we're here in sunny California. And just yesterday we were in snowy Colorado. All right, we just walked over the bridge, and this is the Hyatt House right here, which is definitely the closest hotel to the station. The station is right there. So it's a little more expensive to stay there, probably about $50 more than the other hotels. So if you want to be as close as possible, stay there. If not, you can walk with us over to the Hilton, which is where we're staying tonight.
This menu is so cute, it's a newspaper.
Across the bay from San Francisco and Emeryville in the train station, and there's a nice little point you can walk out on when you're here. We're walking out to this park to see the views of San Francisco. It's quite beautiful. The sun is about to set. Everything you could ask for at this location. We've got beautiful flowers right in front of us. We have San Francisco off in the distance. We can actually see the Golden Gate Bridge with our bare eye, and then you've got a beautiful marina back here. The sun is setting right over that. So this is about a 20-minute walk from where the hotels are by the Amtrak station, and I think well worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright guys, we are excited. We are heading on one of our favorite trains with Amtrak, and that is the Coast Starlight. We are in Emeryville, California, headed down to Los Angeles.
Please have your attention. This is called Zephyr Cafe. Both the cafes will be closed for a few minutes. As I am picking up a few items here in Oakland. Again, the cafe will close for a few minutes. Let us know once it's
All right, we are settled on the Coast Starlight. So excited today. We hopped on. They were closing down breakfast like 5 minutes later. So we ran down there. Now we got to our room, which is room 2. And the good news is we're going to be on the good side, because the good side is the west side. So traveling south, we're in room 2. That was the good side. I don't know if it's always going to be that way, but that's how it is today. So we're excited for those views later. But I was going to give you a quick catch up on what we paid for this trip. We paid $202 total for the roomette for 2 people. And that was a pretty good deal. I think we used like a companion coupon to get that down from about $250 or so. Now, we're not staying the night on this train, so we're only using it for like daytime use. We're not going to be sleeping overnight, but we do get all the meals, and we get our own private viewing window, so that was pretty good. When I looked at the cost of business class or coach class, it was going to be about the same price to do that. So we just said, we'll do this and have a little of our own space to view from, and it's going to work out great.
Okay, it is lunchtime. We're just pulling out of Salinas, California, and I thought, what better thing than to have a nice hamburger. So I'm gonna eat my burger. Got all the veggies here, got cheese, and this coleslaw for Amtrak is probably one of my favorites. It's got a nice sweet taste to it, and then you also get Terra chips with it as well. Those are really good too. And you know, I've had the burger several times on Amtrak, and I've never gotten onions, and I absolutely love red onions, so I'm excited about having the lettuce, tomato, and onion on there. And then they give you little packets. Got some mayonnaise and some ketchup, and there's also some mustard. And Rob is actually got the same exact thing. He's got a burger as well with the chips and the onions and all the veggies, and his coleslaw too. So we're gonna prepare these and eat these. We decided we'd drink some water, got some cold water also from the dining car. So we're gonna do that, enjoy the views, and continue on this incredible journey on the Coast Starlight. Okay, so we are stopped at a fresh air break here in San Luis Obispo, and our train car is having a little bit of trouble with the air, so it's quite toasty. So this is a true fresh air break for us because it is much cooler out here than it is in the train, right?
Yeah, it is. But we're getting ready to hit the most beautiful part of this ride.
So we're pumped.
We're excited about that.
Also, you guys got to see this. I got to show you this. So Rob has what we call convertible pants. They're pants, but they're also shorts, and this is how warm he got. He switched into his shorts. we made it to Burbank, California. The Coast Starlight. We're ready to relax now and walk around, enjoy some time here before we hop on the next train. So we found this amazing local hole in the wall and we are trying this food. It's pretty authentic, I think. Let's try it. All right. These are carnitas tacos. Let's see if we can eat these in a decent way.
Alexa brought us to Lake Hollywood Park, and on this side of the park you have a view of the Hollywood sign, and on this side of the park you have a view of downtown LA. So pretty great place to come.
And on this side of the park you have a view of Alexa.
This is a really cool train car behind me. It is the oldest red trolley car still in existence, and it serves as the restaurant.
All right, so we had a great meal here at the Formosa Cafe. It is the oldest Chinese restaurant here in West Hollywood. If you come to this area, absolutely have to eat here. It's been around since the late 1930s. It is iconic here, and a lot of the old stars would come and visit and eat here. All their pictures are inside and signed. So put this on your list of places to visit. It is a must, and it is absolutely delicious.
Hey guys, we are about to head on one of Amtrak's iconic rides from LA to Chicago on the Southwest Chief.
Oh, that way. Track first, cute. 7 cars.
Also, if there's sleeping cars, I will be cutting through the sleeping cars momentarily, like for the next 15 minutes or so, to take your dinner reservations. Tonight we'll be starting dinner an hour from now, about 7:15 or so. We'll be going probably about 9:30. We'll be finishing up when we get to Barstow, if everything goes well.
Just to let you know, Cafe Car is open and serving. You can come to the Cafe Car as soon as you get your ticket scan. Do not come to the Cafe Car if you haven't had your ticket scan. Cafe Car is open and serving. Welcome aboard. Cafe Car is located in the Seaside Lounge, lower level. Thank you.
Particular time, you will be having a seat meeting once we leave Fullerton. Once again, this is Fullerton Station Stop. We are getting quite a few people on here and a group. So we are going to be completely sold out here in our coaches. If you are sitting by yourself, we ask you please move your personal belongings. Someone is going to join you here at this stational stop.
It is getting late and day one is in the books, so we better go to bed soon because we do want to get up for breakfast. So it's going to be lights out now and we will see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Breakfast is from 6:30 to 9 and it is almost 8. So I think we've lazed around enough this morning and we're gonna head on down to breakfast. We woke up in the middle of the desert here in Arizona. Already been through several Route 66 towns and even Petrified Forest National Park. So we're gonna go down and see what kind of views we can get from the dining car while we eat breakfast. We are stopped here in Gallup, New Mexico, which is one of my favorite stops because it is one of the great cities on Route 66. So if you're ever wanting to visit Route 66, Southwest Chief is a great train to take because you can hop right off here in Gallup and start your Route 66 vacation. So next stop is going to be Albuquerque in a little while. We'll have a lot longer time to get off. This was just about a 5-minute fresh air break, and usually they're a little bit longer, but if the train is running a little bit behind, they can shorten those up. So we're about to get back on and head on over to Albuquerque. Okay, we are stopped here in Albuquerque for our fresh air break, and train is getting all kinds of fun stuff refilled and checks and all that kind of good stuff. There's also a crew change here as well. So the engineers and conductors are switching out, and they're just working on the train, making sure that it's good to go for the rest of the journey. This is usually a much longer fresh air break because of those things occurring here. So you do have an opportunity to, there's a grocery store that's real close to the station here that you can walk to easily and safely. Grab some stuff there if you want or if you need anything. Otherwise, just hang out here on the platform. There's plenty of space to walk around, stretch your legs, and get some really nice New Mexico fresh air. The slowpoke in the back. All right, we are stopped here in Raton for our next fresh air break, and we've had a really fun time kind of watching out the windows here in the desert. You think you're not going to really see anything. There's actually quite a bit of wildlife. We've seen some elk and some deer just kind of running through the field. So that's been really cool. So make sure you guys are peeking out the windows because there is quite a bit to see out those windows as you're coming up
on the Southwest Chief.
Stopped in Kansas City for a mid-morning break, and it's a beautiful station. If you get a chance to get out here, stay the night or something, this is one of the most beautiful stations in the country. Now, over here is a barbecue place called Jack Stack, and we've eaten there one day when we were late over here. You can walk right over this bridge to get there. Yeah, there goes the BNSF train. So, great barbecue right here you can walk around to, but we're only here for a short time. We're trying to make up a little bit of time, and we're hopping right back on right now and heading to Chicago.
Attention coach passengers, good morning and welcome aboard. Just a heads up, a general rule of thumb folks, when you're traveling on the train, please take small bags, backpacks, duffel bags upstairs with you overhead. Downstairs is for large baggage. Thank you.
Oh, this. Okay, we are on our final fresh air break here at Fort Madison, Iowa. We got the Mississippi on the other side of the train, as you saw of us driving into this stop, but a really interesting one, even though it's going to be a quick break for us today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that there was Fort Madison, Iowa. It was a nice little break back there, folks. Now we're headed underway to our next scheduled stop. But before that, if you take a peek over on the right-hand side of the train, swivel your neck over to the left-hand side, you're gonna see a big body of water. That there is Mark Twain's very own mighty Mississippi River. Once we get over that majestic river, we will have departed the state of Iowa and entered into a state of Illinois. That's where that next scheduled station stop will take place. It's called Galesburg. Greater Galesburg, Illinois. It's a fine railroad town. That should be in about 50 minutes. Thank you folks for traveling Amtrak here on the Southwest Chief.
This is cool looking right here. Recording it on my
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening. We're coming in to our final destination of downtown Chicago's Union Station. I'm going to ask that passengers getting on Amtrak 50 to start making your way downstairs. Your train will be right next to us. We're coming in on track 30. Your train is on 28. So if you have that connection for 50, start heading down. All other passengers please remain upstairs in your assigned seating accommodation. Red cap service will be provided for those with mobility issues. To receive red cap service, just stand on the platform next to the columns, flag them down, they'll take you into the station. If you have checked luggage here, your final destination is CHI. To retrieve your checked luggage, you're going to walk into the station, you're going to go left, follow the ramp around. On the right hand side is the baggage carousel. If you have a connecting Amtrak train here, we come in at the south gate on track 30. You're just going to go into the station, and the agents will guide and direct you to your connection. If you happen to miss your connection due to our tardy arrival, you're going to head into passenger services located in the Great Hall, and they're going to take care of you.
All right, we just got off the Southwest Chief, and we are going to walk to our hotel now because we have a night here. Maybe go get some food. We're staying at the La Quinta, which is walkable, and we'll see where we end up for dinner. It is about 6 o'clock, and we're walking to this hotel downtown Chicago in the Loop. It's an easy walk, and in fact, one time we stayed here. It's our second time here at the La Quinta, and our train was really late. We got in at 3 a.m., had to do this walk, and it was totally fine. So if you're gonna stay here, no matter what time of night, I think this is a perfectly acceptable walk to do in Chicago. All right, made it into our room at the La Quinta, and it's amazing. This is huge, huge room for Chicago. So much space in here, so we're happy with that. Couldn't really do better close to the train station. Also, it is 90 degrees outside here. It's May. We were here just a couple days ago and it was 60. So it's supposed to be 60 tomorrow also, so we'll see about that.
Okay, the age-old dilemma. So when you're in Chicago, we're thinking we want pizza, Chicago pizza, right?
Yep.
I like Giordano's, you like?
Gino's East.
So we thought we'd compromise and go to a completely different place today.
We're gonna go to Lou Malnati's.
So we're gonna try that out.
Because a lot of you suggested it. So
that's right.
If you've been to one of those three, or one of those three is your favorite, let us know in the comments which one it is. We'll see if we agree with you. After we try this one, we'll have had them all.
That's right. All right, so we did it. We ate at Lou Malnati's. We had one slice left over. What did you think?
It was really good. I think it's my new favorite. It is top Gino's East for me, and my favorite new Chicago pizza place. What about you?
It does not top my favorite, which is Giordano's, but I will put it in second place of the 3 places to eat here. So it did move up the list for me, and it moved to the top of the list for you.
Top of the list, that's where I'm going.
So definitely recommend coming here if you haven't tried it. Give it a shot. We test it. Yay!
Oh, that is adorable. These are very coveted National Park stamps.
Goodness.
Because you have to be on this train to get it. Yeah. So I'm excited you've got that.
Me too.
I love collecting passports.
Yeah, I didn't happen to have my NPS one, but this is my one from Switzerland.
Oh, here you go. Now,
so I put it in the back.
We have stickers.
Okay.
So as long as you're here.
Oh, so I can stick this in there. Oh,
well,
yay. Okay.
Have you got your passport book?
Yes. I just didn't have it with me. I only had this one in my bag.
Sticker home
and stick it in there.
Stick it in your book.
Oh, okay. So this is the top part then?
It should be a circle. I can't see that well, but people have said it's a circle.
Is it? Let's see. Boy, I don't.
I know, I can't tell, but somebody.
I can see where there's like a ridge right there.
That's right. Somebody this morning.
Oh, I do see it.
Right in the middle.
I had.
Okay. All
Again,
right.
my eyes are like.
Ladies and gentlemen, next station start coming up.
Okay, I think I got it.
It's ready to go
Yay!
home.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
so excited that I could put it right in there then.
You are all set. Enjoy your
Perfect.
trip.
Thank you so much. Okay guys, I just got something so cool. It's fresh and it's like 3 days old, she just told me. So the National Park System comes onto the Empire Builder because we do skirt the edge of Glacier National Park on this route. And so they do share some things about like some of the wildlife you'll see along the route and different things like that. And they're debuting the brand new Empire Builder. Let's see what it's called. It's the Mississippi, I can't read what all the words say, Mississippi Historical, I have moved my glasses, River and Recreation Area Empire Builder. You can only get this NPS stamp on this train ride. It's special with the Rails and Trails National Park System program that they have with Amtrak. So if you're on here, they also have the little booklets for the Junior Rangers if you're looking for that. I was teetering on requesting one for myself because I love them so much, but I did get this stamp. Now, I didn't have my NPS passport with me, and so I happened to still have my Swiss pass one with me, and I didn't have any extra pages on here from all of the Swiss trains that we rode, so I had the stamp done on my back page, and she said, if you have a passport, no problem. If you don't have it with you, they have these are actually stickers, and you can put the stamp on here and then take the sticker and put it into your passport, and you won't lose it. Hopefully, if you can keep track of it, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put that in my wallet and keep track of it, but that says Empire Builder on it. This is the only train that you can get it on, so do not miss out on that. Listen for it when you get on the Empire Builder. Head over to the observation car and hear all about the wildlife and everything you'll see on this route. All right, we just pulled into our first fresh air break. We are in
Winona,
Minnesota, so we've already zipped through Wisconsin and through Illinois. We weren't in there very long, were we?
Yeah, the first fresh air break is quite a ways after you board on this Empire Builder.
So be ready for that.
Yeah, but it is great here. A lot of fresh air. Temperature feels great.
Yeah, it does feel nice.
Love in Minnesota. All right, the storm has subsided, thankfully for us, and we have got our bed made up. I'm about to head up here to the upstairs, and we're gonna go to bed, wake up in the morning, and we will see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. Slept pretty well, even though it was raining outside, and came down for breakfast. Both got the eggs. I got sausage, and Allie got bacon. So we're gonna dig in and get this eaten and get our day started right.
We're so excited. So we've got the phase 1 painted livery of the new engines from Siemens on the Amtrak train. So we're kind of cool. We're up here checking it out, taking some pictures of it. But we are in Minot, North Dakota, and it's a little bit chilly, although someone told us it was tolerable. Where I come from, this is cold. All right, anything else?
No, that's great.
That's good for now. Thank you.
moments to step outside and stretch your legs if you would like to take the opportunity. But as we are behind schedule, we're only going to be there for a few minutes. So if you do step outside, you're not staying in Havre, please stay close to your coach and listen for any boarding calls. And if you do have any checked bags for Havre, those bags will be available a few minutes after our arrival. That's the second stop into the station itself. It's going to take us a few minutes to get those unloaded from the train and brought back to the station. They will be available for pickup directly in front of the station itself. Once again, that's going to take a couple minutes to just get them off the train here.
It is about 8:20 on the second day of the trip now, p.m. And we are about 15 minutes from East Glacier, Montana. And that's something that we wanted to be able to see, Glacier National Park. Now, the sun is not supposed to set until 9:03 p.m. So if we don't have any more delays, it's a race against time, but we may be getting in and see just a glimpse of Glacier National Park. Now, it is not out our window here. We are facing south, and the views will be to the north. So if we get there in time, we're gonna have to try to run down the hallway and look out maybe a side window of the train. So if we get there, we'll go do that and show you what it looks like. Oh, we just got to see Glacier National Park. We did walk down to the other hallway, kind of where the bedrooms were, and there was a lot of people in the hallway just taking pictures. It was great. We got there just as the sun was setting, and we kind of got that afterglow moment, so it was just perfect. So in this instance, it was kind of nice that the train was 2 hours late.
Okay, everyone's excited because we stopped here for a fresh air break in Wenatchee. I'm not 100% sure if that's right, but Wenatchee. And we've lost part of our train on purpose. We dropped them off in Spokane and they're off to Portland and we're off to Seattle. So we're down to one engine, and they took the sleeper car from the back and some coach cars as well. So we're down to a much shorter train, about half the size, right?
Yep.
Looks like we got a dusting. So that looks fresh right there. So not too far away from Seattle, and so we are in Washington State, and it's snowing. Was not expecting to see snow in the middle of May in Washington. If they ever stop passing tall buildings. There it is.
All right, we just got off the Empire Builder, and we're going to be staying in Seattle for a few days before we head on our next train journey. So we usually stay at the Embassy Suites, but we wanted to stay a little closer to some of the action, like the market and so forth. So we stayed at the Hyatt at Olive 8, and it looks really, really nice. So recommend this one as well. Have a nice big bathroom here, and then a hallway that leads into a really big room with king bed, large TV if we end up watching some TV, great desk for us to get a little work done, and another sitting area. So we're gonna unpack here and just kind of relax from that. Actually, it was a really relaxing ride on the Emperor Builder, but we're gonna get settled in and go see what Seattle has to offer.
Okay, we are headed down the hill to the public market. Gonna check that out, see if we can spot some flying fish while we're down there. And then I think the gum wall is really close to that, so we're gonna head to that. And possibly the Great Wheel. We'll see what else we run into. Rob's got this kooky idea about trying to convince me to go up into the Space Needle. He's convinced me to do crazy things before, since I'm not a big fan of heights. We'll see if he can talk me into this one. right, guys, our train has pulled up here. We are headed on the Glacier Discovery from Anchorage down to Whittier and back.
The dark off water makes its way to the ocean and much of the sediment settles, creating mudflats. Now, these mudflats can be dangerous for unsuspecting explorers who venture out on the mudflats at low tide, even though the mud is not.
How's the reindeer sausage?
It just tastes like sausage. It's spicy though.
See how the bacon is.
It looks crispy.
Very good crispy bacon. Got the Aurora breakfast with eggs, bacon, and hash brown potatoes.
What is a potato?
Hash brown potatoes.
Oh, hash brown potatoes. Interesting. They look good. They look crispy. What do we do?
Right now I'm out here enjoying the outdoor viewing platform, which is only available on the Gold Star service. So if you're on the adventure class, you can't access this, but it is available to everyone with Gold Star service. It is a little bit windy, but not that cold today, so you can stand out here for quite a while and not have any problem at all. We are about to go over Hurricane Gulch, so right now there's nobody out here with me, but this place is gonna fill up pretty good. Well, there's not that many people on the train, but we'll have 4 or 5 people out here. So they say that it's 300 feet straight down from the bridge and there's nothing on the side. So the Statue of Liberty, they said if it was at the bottom, you'd be looking right at the torch. So this is gonna be quite a bridge and quite a gulch we go over. Allie is inside because she does not want to see this. And you may be wondering what happened to my Expos hat, which I usually wear. It is gone. It flew off the train a few miles back, and we were going so fast, the wind was so great that I just lifted it off my head and into the woods. So if you're out hiking in the woods in Alaska and you see that hat, let me know. But I do have this one on now, and this beanie, it almost flew off too. That's how windy it is up here. So if you're gonna come out here, now I have it pulled down really tight just to keep my glasses on. I'm a little afraid they'll fly off. So if you're gonna be out here, secure everything. Okay, I can see on the map that we're almost to the bridge, and I don't know if this is gonna be scary or not. I'm not afraid of heights, but it feels like this could be a little scary how they were describing it. So we'll see how this goes. Just a minute. There are often wellness checks and regular checks on the bridge.
Caribou swimming through the Nana River on the right-hand side.
There's two of them right there. Passing by car. Big ponds that we pass by are called kettle ponds or kettle lakes. They're reminders that glaciers once came through this area. As the glacier started to recede about 12,000 years ago, big chunks would break off and fall onto the ground. If you disregard my warnings about getting back on the train when you are asked to get back on the train, Denali Park is open, and Riley Creek Campground is just down here about a mile away from the depot, so it's not that far a walk.
Okay, as they just told us, welcome to Denali National Park.
We are officially inside the boundaries because the train station here is inside the national park. So this is a new one for us, so we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed the views so far, but we do have some more views coming up and some animal sightings, so don't go anywhere.
It's getting much colder by the second.
I think it's going to start snowing too.
As you can see, that was one of the most spectacular sections of this train route. It happens right after you leave Denali National Park. You get outside here to the observation deck and get on the right hand side for some spectacular views.
All right, it is just after 9. We're getting ready to board the Sunset Limited pulling in behind me. We're getting excited to head over to New Orleans. Check my phone. Okay, we stopped for our first fresh air break. We are here in Tucson, Arizona. You can see the train here behind me. We haven't had breakfast yet, but I do apologize because I was so rude and didn't even say goodnight to you last night. So we got on the train at 10 p.m. as we mentioned earlier, and basically we were ready for bed. So we just went back right to bed about 11 o'clock. So we didn't say goodnight to you. But anyways, here we are. Happy morning to you. We're gonna head to breakfast after we get our legs stretched out here in Tucson, Arizona.
We have stopped in El Paso, and it is warm here, a little over 90 degrees. But there's a big treat here at the El Paso platform. That is the famous El Paso Burrito Lady. She is right outside the train with a cooler full of burritos. You can hop off, buy one of those from her, and it will be delicious.
Passengers that have checked baggage, you claim your bags by the station. Just give the ticket agent a few minutes to unload your bags. And again, for those passengers that wish to step off for a quick smoke, you can do so. However, we do ask you please do not smoke in front of the doors. Also, for those passengers that wish to step off to stretch your legs, you can do that as well. We are running on time, so that means we can't leave the station until scheduled departure time, and that is 12:10. So, for those that feel like being risk takers, if you feel like you want to wander away from the train, you can do that. However, that is your choice, and please be back by the train by 12 o'clock.
We have stopped here in Houston for a rather long break. Got about an hour and 20 minutes. But as you can see, it has been and is still raining pretty heavily, so we're just kind of camped under this awning here in Houston. Not much we can go do, but we've been hanging out with our room attendant D and talking to him and having a good time. Okay, so it's our first morning in New Orleans, and Allie has asked me to find a place to go eat, which is what I usually do for us. So I found a place called Two Chicks. It is not that far away from our hotel, so we're gonna go check that out right now and see what they have for brunch.
All right, we had to decide. It's raining today. We had to decide if we were gonna walk or try to take a ride of some sort, but this restaurant is so close that we just decided to walk. So we've got an umbrella.
And we're gonna try to walk to the
Ooh, we got a big puddle here.
Yeah, that's a big puddle.
Ooh, my.
Oh, that's cool. So we're gonna try to walk to the World War II Museum after this, and it's about a half mile from here, so hopefully we won't get too wet because we don't really want to take Uber. We'd rather walk, but we'll see what happens.
Alright, so this is a barbecue shrimp and grits. And I wasn't real sure about barbecue sauce, but it's really more of like a spicy roux. So I actually got it on the side. And I'm gonna mix the two here just to make sure that I like it. So get a scoop of the... Now let's try it. Mmm. This is really good. Oh, this one same. This one's sitting here.
And beef 2 times already. That should be good.
Thank you.
Beef twice already. Drop it or make it a 10,
So we just got off the St. Charles train. What do you call that? Trolley. We just got off the St. Charles trolley and we are actually headed to the World War II museum, and that was a fun experience. You have to have exact change or a train pass, but we are charging forward. It's kind of a good way to get to where we're going. Follow along and we'll take a tour of the museum. All right, guys, so we've just finished up our tour at the National World War II Museum here in New Orleans, and it is spectacular. This is the most comprehensive World War II museum we've ever been to. So we would definitely recommend that. If it is something that you're interested in, even if you're not, you should definitely come and check it out. Okay, we made it to Cafe Du Monde, and I got a cafe au lait, and we got some beignets. Now, I opened this bag, and I don't know if you can see this, but there's a giant chunk of powdered sugar here. Look at this thing. Let me see if, oh, I can get the whole thing out. Look at this. Okay, so let's get one out of here, and let's try it. First time actually having a beignet here at the real Cafe Du Monde. So here we go, cafe au lait and beignet. Cheers. Oh my goodness. My lips are probably really white. Just ignore that. But this is actual perfection right here. These two things should always be eaten together. That's really amazing. It just kind of melts in your mouth. There's a little bit of crunchiness on the edge of it, and that sugar just sends you over the top, which makes you not need any sugar for your coffee, which I normally put a lot of sugar in my coffee if you know me. So cheers. Hope you guys enjoy watching me eating it. All right, we are at our first scheduled fresh air break in Jackson, Mississippi. We haven't been here in a while. The last time we were here, we were on a road trip all across the country. This time we're doing it by train. Guys, thank you so much for following along in all 27 days in this epic 2-hour video. If you made it this far, you're a superstar and a super fan. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you already have not. Share this with your friends and give us a like. Leave us a comment below on what your favorite part was of our trip.